Hey guys, how's it going? This is Toro with the Most Bros Reviews. I'm going to do a solo review today because I'm the only one that has a Samsung Gear VR. And since we want to start doing some sort of VR thing, we started with this. None of us have a good enough rig for an Oculus or enough money for it. So I got this for Christmas. I've been playing some games on it. And one of them that really stood out to me was Minecraft Pocket Edition. So this isn't really going to be a review. We haven't done the Minecraft review, but it's been out for long enough that if you don't know what Minecraft is or if you don't know what the review is, this isn't probably going to matter to you. I have played Minecraft on the Xbox. I've played it on the PC. I've even played the Pocket Edition before, but it never struck me as a game that was really something I wanted to get into. So with that said, I had to review the Minecraft Pocket Edition VR edition because it really did kind of open my eyes to how effective VR can be and what kind of a future for gaming we have with it. The initial impact when you start playing it's weird getting dropped into the world and you see this world and you're walking around in it and you can affect the world. You know, a lot of VR games that you have nowadays, it's just, not to say anything against them, like that game Smash Hit. It's probably my favorite VR game on the Samsung VR right now, but it's just very much, you're part of a world. You're not really in the world. You're just a thing happening in the world. You're not affecting the world. It's a much different story with Minecraft. As soon as you're in, you feel like you're a different world. It's the graphics aren't great. This is still a Pocket Edition. You don't have any of the fun little fancy graphics. You have the fancy skies. That's about it. The water isn't really see-through. The trees' leaves aren't see-through. I mean, even for Minecraft, the graphics look bad. But that is completely trumped by the experience that you're having. I've never really liked Minecraft. It's always felt like Legos to me. I like Legos when I was a kid, but now it's not there for me. The survival aspect, I get it. The gathering resources, I get it. Building your own base and all that. I got it. I never really became a fan of it. But ever since I started playing the VR version, I'm kind of regretting not having played more, um, especially in the Pocket Edition, because you can transfer your world from the Pocket Edition into the VR edition. So if I had already had some sort of awesome castle that I had built and I was so proud of, and you can see it on your phone or on the computer screen, it looks really cool, and it's about as proud as you can get of a Lego castle. It's you have this cool model that you built, and you can look at it and admire it, but you can't really be a part of it. Whereas in Minecraft, this Gear VR edition, you can completely be a part of it. There were certain points where I was trying to build my castle, and it would just start raining. And when it starts raining, you just feel this weird sense of wonder. It's like it's virtual rain. You don't feel it on you, but everyone's been in the rain. I don't know if you have, but some people have worked in the rain. I've worked in the rain building different things that my dad has helped with, fixing the driveway, fixing shingling on a house, something like that. And this kind of brought me back to that. There was a lot of nostalgia in this game that I don't think you're ever going to get in another game. This is what VR is about. I think VR is about showing us the true depths of gaming. There are certain times of playing this game where it actually feels like somewhat of an art form. There are certain times where you're just walking through and you get into this big valley and it starts, you see like pigs and goats up in the valley and you just sit there and you just look for a second because you're actually fully immersed in the experience, even though the graphics are terrible and the draw distances aren't very far. I mean, like I said, compared to regular Minecraft, this is very much a minimal experience. It's the Pocket Edition, and even upon that, it's on your phone and it's trying to do VR, so it's a very reduced version of Minecraft, but it is to me the most important version of Minecraft. It I know it's sold millions of copies before. I know it's done all this, and it's a cultural phenomenon, and kids have grown up playing it nowadays. It's been out for so long, but for me, this is the first time that it really made a difference on the way I think about gaming. It really opened my eyes to the possibilities of VR. It makes me think of what Skyrim could be in VR, what The Witcher could possibly be in the VR, what all these other open world games even didn't even have to be open world. What if Doom was in VR? It's just this immersion that it gives you. I don't really know how to express it properly. It's something that I think you have to experience yourself. And before somebody's going to go out and buy a, $1,500 computer, SLI GTX 1070s whenever they come out, maybe just try it out if you happen to have an S6 or a Note or an S7 or whatever that goes on the Gear, the Gear VR now. It to me, playing Minecraft was worth that initial purchase. Only if only to show me the possibilities of VR. I think that there was a point before where VR was a big deal, but the technology wasn't there yet. And then recently there was that spate of 3D movies that went up and then went down because you're just not part of the experience. But gaming in VR is a completely different beast. You cannot compare a 3D movie to a VR game. Even movies that you see in VR, there's those apps that you'll see where you're in a concert or something like that. It still doesn't feel the same because you're in a fixed position. But in this Minecraft VR, you're very much just in control of everything that's going on around you, and you're in that world. Um, Granted, it's important that you sit in a swivel chair and you still have to have a Bluetooth controller. It doesn't affect the feeling of complete and total immersion. You have a good pair of headphones that completely negates the outside noise. You're just gonna feel like you're in that world. You're gonna hear the grass crunching beneath your feet when you're digging down into the ground. You're gonna hear the pickaxe going, and you're just gonna see the dirt popping, and it's gonna be a different thing. The blocks don't look like little blocks anymore. They look like something that's huge, like a big part of your environment that you're affecting. It's not so much just little Legos. It feels more like you're busting cinder blocks and you're stacking cinder blocks to create this big, powerful, imposing fortress. You go out gathering in the day, trying to go find some lumber, and as the sun sets, you'll start heading back to your fortress, and that's when the game gets really exhilarating. The idea of this VR immersion is just fantastic. You'll start walking through these woods that you just finished harvesting. And, as the sun sets, you'll see a goat or a pig or a chicken or something like that. But then the creepers start coming out, and the spiders and the zombies and the skeletons, and they all make their specific noises. And the thing is, it's different when you're separated. When there's a screen in front of you that is kind of a separation, separation from reality. Like right now, I'm looking at the screen and I can see the world around me. When you're in the Minecraft VR world, there is no other world except for that world. And you can hear the creeps behind you, and then the sun sets, and then you have this certain sense of dread when you're in the middle of the night and you can hear the zombie behind you, and there's arrows pelting left and right, and every once in a while you get hit and your guy makes that ugh noise. It just really, it's a much more visceral experience than you'll have in certain other games. It's so visceral being part of this world. You're just there, and that's what VR is really important for, or what's really important in VR is this world building aspect. I think the more immersive the game is, the more emotion it brings out of you, the better it's gonna be. In this game, in Minecraft, you're part of a world, and that is the most exciting thing about it. Is that when I put on the helmet in Minecraft or the visor to play Minecraft, I you get transported. There's no point where you're thinking, oh man, I'm still at home. I can still I'll just take it off and whatever. You want to keep playing because you feel like you're having an effect on the world and that it's your world. It's not just a world that you're visiting. It's your world and you're creating it. And I think that's the most important thing to do in a VR game, especially a VR world where you're creating like this. In the videos that you're gonna see, I'm gonna have me playing the game. You'll see me with the headset on. On the other side, you're gonna see what I was playing, and then at a certain point, you're gonna see the way I'm smiling. When I walk out of my castle and it's raining, the way you're just gonna naturally look up, and that's the most important part of a VR game is to make you react naturally to the environment that you're in. And I can't say enough that how worth that $7 was. If you want to say it was $107 because I got the Gear VR, yeah, okay, worth it. Maybe not just for the Minecraft. I think there's enough other things in the Gear VR that make it worth it. But if you get a Samsung Gear VR and you download Minecraft VR, you're not going to regret your purchase at all. It's such a different experience than any game you've played. different experience than any movie you've seen, 3D or otherwise. It's just it's absolutely worth it if you have the Gear VR. Get Minecraft Pocket Edition. You're not gonna regret it in any capacity. If you have a Samsung S6, S7, or a Note, get it. Get the Gear VR. It's a simple little thing. It has its issues, but I'll do a separate review for the Gear VR that isn't related to the Minecraft. But if you have those things, get it. The only thing it makes me very excited for the future of VR. I know right now VR is very expensive, but once the price starts dropping, maybe if it's the PlayStation one, I don't know which one it's going to be that's cheap first, or you can play on a decent rig. It's still like over $1,000 to get the Oculus and a decent computer that can run it. Just wait it out, get the Gear VR for now. There's plenty of stuff on there, but this Minecraft experience, it just the first night that I played it, I texted Alberto immediately, the other Mills bro, and I said it was exhilarating, terrifying, and exciting all at the same time. And I just wanted to get back into that world. It's exciting to be part of this movement in the gaming industry to really finally immerse you in the game world. And I think the game as a form of media, as a form of entertainment, even as a form of art, if that's what you want to call it, is VR is really going to make it push to the next boundary. It's going to make it finally leave that comparison to movies and TV shows. It's going to finally become something that you're fully immersed in this otherworldly experience. In the same way that certain people, when they read a book, can just picture themselves in those settings and can really close their eyes and see themselves there. If you don't have that imagination, but you have this VR headset, you just get transported immediately anyways. It was honestly a beautiful experience, and I recommend it to anybody that either has all the headsets, has the $7 lying around to get it, experience it. There's no reason not to, honestly. I would play it more often if I could. I just everyone has a busy schedule of things to do. If you have any free time, even an hour a night, it's so good. I mean, I have a good PC, I have an Xbox, but ever since I got that Minecraft on VR, that's been my hour of gaming at night. That's what I've been doing. Outside of the reviews and outside of that, my entertainment gaming, my entertainment media, ever since I downloaded that, has been 1 hour of that on a nightly basis. I just love being part of that world. So if I had to give it a score, I would give it just a 10 out of 10. Technical faults don't matter for this game. This is very much a test platform. I'm not looking here. Everyone knows what Minecraft is. You're either going to like Minecraft or not. But if you don't like Minecraft, give it a shot because it's a completely different experience than any other Minecraft experience. And if you do like Minecraft, then just do it. Don't wait for it. Just go buy it. If you don't have all the gear, go get a gear. It's $100. I know it's expensive. You can probably find them cheaper by now, but if you have the capability, do it. And I don't think you'll regret it. I thought it was kind of gimmicky at first, but Minecraft has completely sold me on the VR, and I can't wait to get my GTX 1080, my Oculus. Probably won't be until the end of the year. I gotta save money, but I gotta tell you, once I get those things, I think my gaming is gonna be completely different. Get Minecraft Gear VR. It's Pocket Edition, but it has all survival aspects, has a lot of fun aspects, and it just really is. Honestly, to me, it was monumental. Before this game, I thought not Gear, but just VR in general was still going to be a gimmick. But this Minecraft experience proved to me that VR is not a gimmick anymore. It is the up and coming. It is the next evolution of gaming, I believe. So get out there and get it. You'll enjoy it. Um, this is Total from Mo's Bros Reviews. Signing out. Expect a Samsung Gear VR review soon, but Minecraft 10. Just do it.